I think you're a bit wonky, if I'm honest. You may be on the Titanic as it's sinking. Hang on a second. Sorry if it looks like I'm sinking into the earth and I'm all like, hey, but yeah, it's all good now. I did make a video yesterday, but I didn't like it, and I wasn't loud enough, and I couldn't even hear myself when I was editing, so it was bad. So this is not only a re-recording, but I'm going to add in some bits which are a bit more interesting than what I was actually talking about yesterday. You never guess what I got back from about 2 hours ago now? Yeah, 2 hours ago. No, 3 hours ago. I got back from yet another group sleepover. Where was I? I can't remember where I was. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got back from a group sleepover, which was fun. We watched a film called The House of Wax, horror film. Very weird. I don't advise watching it and then going to Madame Tussauds because it's pretty scary. I mean, I didn't get scared as other people did, but I can see why it is scary, and it has been playing on my mind quite a lot since, like, oh god, what if it's all waxwork? So yeah, I won't spoil the plot or anything for you, but I do urge you to go watch it. The acting was dreadful, but it's a horror movie, and that's generally what happens. And it has Paris Hilton in, and she's just there to play a slutty teenage person. And also, she has a really hilarious death. It's probably the worst death of the whole thing, but it's absolutely hilarious. That was what I've done so far in half-term season, and it's not half-term season because I always say half-term and it's not half-term. Full-term Easter holiday season, yay! So the first thing is a sleepover. We were trying to do a sleepover every day for at least a week of it, but I don't think that's going to happen because I am absolutely shattered to pieces. I talked to you about my French assessment last time, and I got a C! Yay! And you're probably like, Scott, you've done terrible. But honestly, there are two reasons why I don't mind getting a C in French. The first of those reasons is because I'm not French. The second of those reasons is because we're never ever going to need French unless we go to France, and even then we don't really need French. We went to Paris last year in November with the school, me and Harry and Catherine and a few people, and if you go into places like McDonald's, because we went into a lot of McDonald's, if you go into like any shop and start speaking to them in French, they immediately notice your accent, that you're not from France, and then start talking to you in English, because they're like, are you English? Oui. And they go, what, can I take your order then? And it's just like, that defeats the object of us being there in the first place. And so yeah, we're not even going to need French in France. Plus, French people don't come here for anything anymore. Like, it's mainly Eastern European people. And I'm not saying I have a problem with Eastern European people migrating here, because it's a good thing, they do good jobs here, it's fine. But I'm just saying, if these people are migrating here, surely we should learn their language so that we can communicate with them better. I mean, obviously, our country, our language, you should learn it, but also, wouldn't it be helpful to teach them if we knew a bit of Polish or Czechoslovakian or whatever language, Russian, I don't know. If we knew those languages, it would be a bit helpful. A bit helpful doesn't make sense. A bit more helpful. It would be more helpful to us. That makes sense. Yeah, so that's basically the two reasons why I think French is a bit nubby. But I talked to a friend Emily who sent me all of that stuff a while ago, which was awesome of her, on Twitter, and told her about my lovely 4-hour English exam that I had on the last day. Well, I only had 2 hours of it on the last day. We'd split it up into bits, but it was the most boring thing I think I've ever done. See, it's basically 3 essays condensed into one. So the first essay you have to do Shakespeare, then the second essay you have to talk about war poetry and how the theme of conflict is conveyed in Shakespeare and in the war poetry, and then in the final essay you have to compare them, and so therefore 3 essays, 4 hours, and it's all in one sheet. Thank you again for watching. See you soon. Generic YouTube ending here. Bye bye. Oh dear, you're falling off now. I didn't go off.